web broadcasting journalist with Cyber Homes. Today I have with me Peter Mosca. Hi Peter, thanks for joining me.
Diane, thank you for having me today. Looking forward to it.
Can you tell me a little bit about your company?
Absolutely. I am the host of a weekly radio show called Income Property Investment Talk, and I train realtors across the country on public speaking, media, and basically articulating the messages that realtors should be telling the consumers out there, and also internally, other realtors, so we can help change the discourse about real estate here in this country. As we both know, if real estate is purchased well, it is the single best investment one can make, and that we need to tell, especially today, we need to tell consumers over and over again.
Great. Can you tell me a little bit about how social media is affecting your business and how realtors are being affected by it as well?
Absolutely. If you are in this business, and any business for that matter, but we're here to talk about real estate, you have to get into the game. Don't think everyone knows everything about it. Don't not get into it because you feel you don't know anything about it. The idea is jump in, get involved. Pick a social media platform that makes sense to you. I know a lot of people are on Facebook. We met through Facebook. So this is a perfect example of networking at its best. You get to meet people and you get to learn, and you stay abreast of everything that is happening. And we'll go back. This is how we met, through Facebook. And so you not only will you get to meet some of the top people in the business, but they share their knowledge, they share their data, they share their information, and when you have access to this on a regular basis, it's only going to make you better professionally and sometimes personally too, because there's clips, there's audio tapes, there's everything that you can imagine, all sorts of content on there that'll help you to do better in your personal and professional lives.
What would you recommend a realtor do? They get on Facebook and then start trying to grow their sphere of influence based on perhaps their farm? Maybe start a group or something like that?
Absolutely. Now, there's networks on these different social media. So if you're from, for instance, I'm from Howell, New Jersey. I can create a Howell, New Jersey network. I can create a Central Jersey network. And then people within that particular part of New Jersey can join, and they can be a part of it as well. That's one way. Absolutely, you can farm and get to know what's happening, and people can get to know you. Let me give you an example of not only locally, but globally how this works. I have a client of mine in Salt Lake City. He is going to rent one of the properties he owns. He's sitting around the kitchen table, and he's looking at all the newspapers that exist in that particular market. Well, his son comes home, and his son is 21 years old. He says, "Dad, what are you doing?" "Well, I'm going to market the house because you know I want to rent it." The son says, "Oh, really? Why are you doing that?" And the father says, "Well, because I want to rent the home." And the son said, "Well, how much are you paying for that ad?" And his father says, "Oh, about $300. The son says, "Give me that $300 and let me market the property for you." Absolutely, right? So what happens? An hour later, they have 3 hits. 2 hours later, they hear from a couple from Germany who are coming over to that particular area and have to work for the next 18 months. This is the power of social media. And this is why you need to just jump in. Get involved. That's it. Just get involved.
Give me any ideas what people are doing as far as blogs go? What would you recommend realtors do as far as blogging?
Okay, blogging, first and foremost, you need to be able to accept criticism. If you can't, then don't get involved. Because once you open up for opinion, just think about your family. Last time you had a family outing, you had 7 or 8 people there, 7 or 8 conversations going on. Some of them are always negative. So if you can't take some criticism, don't start blogging. That's the first thing. The second thing is you have to understand that blogging, while it won't be an immediate return on your investment, what's going to happen is as you go through this more and more and more, and you have to have time to do it, what'll happen is people will read you, and when people read you, they're going to look at you as an expert. And if you're an expert, what does that mean? More business.
Exactly.
For you and anyone else who does it.
I would say it's almost a way to brand yourself as an expert.
Absolutely. It's the media of today. Remember, I do media training for realtors, and I do not only traditional but internet media training as well, but the traditional still works. There's the newspapers. Newspapers exist today, absolutely. So when somebody opens up a newspaper and they see Peter Mosca said, right away, anyone who reads that says, "Oh, Peter Mosca, expert." Same holds true for the blogs. If you post things that people care about, and what you have to realize is, you don't have to be an editor, you don't have to be a quote-unquote journalist. What you have to be is someone who has knowledge. If you're a successful realtor who brings value to the transaction, that knowledge is right here, right? You know it, you are.
Exactly.
That's why you're here today.
Now, do you recommend like Active Rain or cyberhomesblog.com or their
Absolutely.
own blog?
Cyberhomes has been involved in this for quite a number of years. In fact, they were at the forefront. If you know the owner and the people who've been involved in Cyberhomes, you know that you're dealing with experience and knowledge, and they put together the tools and the products that you need to be successful. So yes, absolutely. Active Rain also, I know a number of people who use it and use it quite well. So that has been around, it's established. Now, you're going to get emails and you're going to get marketing pieces from bloggers and blogging companies all over telling you that they are the greatest things since sliced bread. But the bottom line is, with Cyberhomes especially and Active Rain, you know you're dealing with experience, and experience counts, especially in today's world.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, Peter.
Absolutely.
Peter
Thank you.
Mosca of PAK Communications.